Welcome to the Nether.
Not my sort of music. That really hurt. Oh man, I am not one for the heavy rock, that's for sure. It really does suit the sort of Nether atmosphere though, doesn't it? Hey guys, you're watching Someone and Early. My name is AJ and welcome to a brand new series. Paradise Island has come to an end, as you all know, and I said on that series that I was going to start to do some more shorter but really cool series, and this is the first one. This is what's going to be replacing Paradise Island for the time being. Hey Gast, I see you just spawned. We are here in the Nether. No, I'm not going to do that anymore. Nope, that's never going to happen again. That was episode one thing only. I am in this nether here. It's a very nice open nether. If you guys want to build along with me, I'll tell you what you're building in a minute. You might have seen it from the title of the video, maybe. I don't know, or the thumbnail. The seed for this world is nethercastle. It's as simple as that. All one word, all lowercase. Nethercastle. Nethercastle. I think that was right. And I just made a portal at spawn. I just flew around the nether a little bit. There's actually two flattish spots. I like this one more. This is the bit with the nether fortress poking out. We will probably destroy this eventually. We'll just blow it up with TNT to get rid of probably just this one fork. That one can stay, I suppose. Because we're going to be building a huge nether castle. Nether fortress castle. I don't really know what to call it yet. Maybe I would have figured something out by the time of making the thumbnail or the title or something like that. I think it's just a giant nether castle. I think that's what we're going to call it. And it's going to be located pretty much on this lava lake here. Some of it obviously is going to go over onto that land there. But it's a really nice place. The reason why I chose this area is because of, one, the height that we've got available to us. We've got all the way from the lava lake. And the roof of this nether is super high. Like, ridiculously high. So we can do some really cool structures. It's also got a superb lava lake. I might do it facing that way. Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to do it facing this way. I'll tell you why in a minute. Yeah, so we'll have to destroy that. So, Nether Castle will be right in front of us. We'll take away the castle because then I want a long bridge. Like, a really long bridge that leads to the castle from the land. So you'd, like, walk down here. You walk down and you'd walk along the long bridge. Really spooky. I want it really scary looking to this huge castle. And because of the fog that you get in the nether, you see how things sort of disappear? Like if I turn my screen, you can see certain bits of land disappear and certain bits reappear. It's going to give a really cool atmosphere. It so is. So, today what we're going to do is we're going to start on a little bit of the front. I don't know how much we're going to be able to get done. And I don't know how hard this is going to be in general, but hopefully we can get something going. There we go. We've got our starting block. Can you put lily pads on lava? No, you can't. It was worth a try. That's a good tip for building in water, is placing a lily pad down, and then you can put a block on top of it. Now, that will have to go. That I thought I wanted to sort of almost keep it, because obviously it's like a structure already made. The blocks that we're going to be using is cobblestone. Obviously, cobblestone blocks. Not silverfish ones, cobblestone stairs, and cobblestone slabs. Why? Because they still suit the sort of look of the nether. They're sort of rocky, volcanic like blocks. You've got a lot of options with them, with the slabs and the stairs equivalents. They are a block that sort of stands out in the nether. Hey, giant gust. Because they're grey, everything else is very reds and browns and oranges and sort of a little bits of yellows and stuff like that. So the grey really stands out, make the castle pop and look really nice. Oops. And also, it goes with many other blocks. It goes well with gravel. It goes well with stone brick. It goes well with clay. It even goes quite well with iron, I suppose. Maybe we can put some iron in there. You can. I don't think we will, but you could potentially mix some quartz in there. We might do that very lightly on some focal points. And there's also quite a lot of stained clay and possibly wool that we can also mix in. The grey is really gonna make our place look absolutely fabulous. You will not believe how amazing. Well, I'm saying this like it's actually gonna turn out amazing. It might not. It might turn out absolutely awful. But I really hope not. I really hope it's gonna turn out looking superb. That's the plan anyway. So, that's how wide our door is going to be. Obviously, we're going to make sure that we've got an odd number in the middle of the door, because it's going to make things easier or better when it comes to doing a roof. Odd numbers just pop out of the lava. Odd numbers always make things look more interesting in Minecraft. It's just a sort of unspoken law of builders to make sure that you build in odd numbers. Okay, so I'm also doing this in the default texture pack. I thought for a long time, well, not a long time, I suppose I thought for maybe 2 minutes about what texture pack to play this in, to do this series in, and that's cool. I like that for an archway. And after a little while, I went through a few different choices. I loaded up the Nether in a few different texture packs, but the default texture one for the Nether, it looks the best. The lava this is my favorite lava over any texture pack, even if it does look a little bit like those cheesy crisps you can get. Cheetos, are they? Or Wotsits? Sort of look like Wotsits, don't they? But they are definitely, it's definitely my favorite lava. And the same with the netherrack and everything like that. It all looks really, really nice. Just, I don't know why, if it's just because of the colors used, or it's because I've seen it in this way the most. It could be that. It could be a bit of both. It could be either or. But that's what we're going to do it with. If you guys want to build along with me, then you can, of course, use your own texture pack. But if things don't quite look the same on your world as they do on mine, it's probably due to the texture pack making things look a little bit funny. Also, something I've just thought of, cobblestone walls will look wonderful here. So, yeah, definitely, 100%. Just make sure we're doing this right. Yeah, so I'm planning for this series. Originally, I wanted some series that we could sort of just fly through roughly around 5 to sort of 10 episodes, maybe. And I thought of this idea of the Nether castle, and pretty soon I realised, or I think I know, that it might take a little bit longer than 5 episodes. If it does, I'm not going to be that bothered, because it's such a cool thing. I've never seen a really... Why can't I place a block there? Why can't I place a block there? Is something in the way? Oh, I know why. There we go. I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb, I promise. I can't remember what I was saying now. Oh yeah, the episode length. If we go over the 5 episode target that I had, I'm not really going to be too bothered. As long as you guys are enjoying it, as long as you think that it's decent and the building's good and it's coming on well, I have no problem extending the series length to however long it needs to be. That's one too low. Alright. Also, take note, or bear in mind, like all of my series that I've ever done on YouTube, I do not practice these builds beforehand. I build everything first time on camera with you. That way, you guys see me make the mistakes, you guys see me get it wrong, and you see how we overcome it. Because a lot of people seem to try and build something big. If they want to build a big scaled structure, they'll start it, and then very quickly they'll get upset that it's not going quite the way that they thought it was going to in their head. That's a really nice arch. I like that. It's not going the way that they thought it was going to in their head, and they get a little bit upset about it. Yeah, that's understandable, but hopefully this series will at least teach a couple of you, maybe, to keep going. There will be a point, I fully expect that on this series, there will be a point that I will be unhappy with a part of the building, or maybe the entire building. I don't know. The trick is to carry on, fight through it, build through it, and the building will work out itself. You'll add bits that you'll go, that really helps. But you'll never get to that point if you give up too easily and don't get to the point where it starts to come together. Every Minecraft building does. And every builder that I know of, I'm no professional builder, I must say, but every builder that I know and have ever spoken to have all said that there is a point where they feel that the project is too big for them, that they've gone a bit too far out of their depth, and they can't see the end of the tunnel. They can't see the light of where it all comes and fits together and looks beautiful. And that's a real shame. But they all push through it. I've done it in the past. I'm sure you guys can. Anyway, that's enough pep talk. That's enough of me. That sounded so, that was like, what you when your school teacher, you know, you can do it. When you leave school, you can get a job. You can be famous. You can be successful. I used to hate it when they used to say that. It's like, you know none of us are going to be famous. You know half of us aren't going to be successful. I mean, half the people in my class weren't ever going to be. They were, I'm not going to say that they were dumb. They just didn't really have the get up and go, shall we call it. They were quite lazy. Alright, that's a pretty good start. I can imagine, what I'm thinking is this is the door. We might put some doors on it. I don't know, we might leave it open all the way through the castle. And then this bit, what I'm thinking of doing is putting lava behind it. So the little lava can poke through the holes in these cobblestone. Oh man, I've got like hiccups and burps. The cobblestone walls. And you'll be able to see it. I think that's going to be really cool. We don't need to do that at the bottom. We only really need to do it at the top. We're going to have at least over the door. If we can get this lava in, I'll be very, very pleased. Behind here. Also, what I was thinking about, like, really cool things that we might be able to add later on. And one thing that I thought of was possibly having some little sort of redstone thing that opens up a piston or some sort of door that allows lava through on a clock. So the lava will come, the lava will be able to flow through either at certain times of the day or between certain intervals and stuff like that. I think that could be really cool. Okay, so quickly. I'm not going to be able to save it all. It's not going to be too bad, I suppose. I can't see where I'm meant to be. No. No, stop it. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, that flowed out the back there. If I do this, does it just go to the block below it? It does. And if I done it again, it would just go to the block below that. Yeah. Okay, so if instead, oh no, what happened? If I put this down, and then if we take away the lava again, that'll just take a little while for it to drain down, and then we'll place it again. Hopefully we can just get the stream. That's what I want. I don't really want it to oh, what's happened down here as well? I don't want it to flow everywhere, obviously. How's that? Is there a block there? I thought I put the block all the way down. Burning. I also left the difficulty on as well. That is going to flow away, isn't it? Yeah, that is flowing away. I'm also leaving the difficulty on, just so we get to see... that's right. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, we're good. Just so we get to see the ghasts and the blazes and stuff fly about. I think it'll give a really cool look. There. And there. It's a big project. This is not a small project. Which is why I'm thinking it's going to take more than the sort of 5-episode idea that I had. But I'm not too bothered. Has that flown away yet? Oh, it's getting there. Oh yeah, it's going fast. As soon as it flows off the back of the door, I'll place it down again and see if we can keep it in the channel. If not, we could just fill up the entire back wall with lava. We'd probably do that anyway, to be fair. Let's try it anyway. If I put it here now. Yeah. So it's not flowing out that one block back now. So that'll flow out there. That'll flow down the sides. And then we're going to have to also be very careful here. In fact, we're going to have to place it like this, aren't we? So it doesn't come out of the edge. This lava idea is more difficult than I thought. It's tricky. Yeah, like that. And we need to keep any part where you go down. You're going to have a block there, I think, to stop it from flowing out. I want to see what this looks like at the front, but I'm not going to look until we've got it all. That's looking good though. We've kept it flat. That would actually be a cool front to it at some point, maybe. What happened here? Did that just not... I think if I... There'll probably be blocks along the back there anyway, won't there? I can't see us leaving it like that. There we go. Let's get the other side in. So we need to do just a few blocks around here to stop it from flowing out where we don't want it to. Whoops. Like this. Only a couple more. And like that. And then we put this in. Come on. Flow, would you? I hate losing lava. I get such a bad feeling every time I use it. And one right there. And there we go. That'll flow down. How does that look like to the front? Oh, yeah. Look at the shadow that gives off around the edge. Really cool. Seeing as though that we've used no stairs or anything yet. That's pretty sick. So let's put a few stairs down here. It's going to be a little bit of a slow start to this series. I've had to use episode 1 to explain what sort of ideas we've got and how it's going to work. And then each episode will get faster and faster as more and more progress gets done quicker and quicker. I don't know if I like that stair up the top like that. I think I do. I think I do. What would be better? We've got option A, which is that. Option B, which I like better. Or option C, which I don't like as much. Option B. That one. Yeah, that looks cool. And then we need something here. We've got a very flat top. We've got the lava behind it. So we have the opportunity here to make a face. Like an evil face. Or a character. Herobrine. Maybe. That could work. Like a black face with Herobrine's white eyes in it. Like if we done it, I need to look. Oh, my face isn't going to help, is it? Oh no, but we've got an odd number, haven't we? So the eyes would have to be like that. Well, let's just give it a quick go. Either red clay or redstone blocks would look cool. Like there's some pretty evil looking eyes. Is that more evil or is that more evil? Or is that more evil? No, that's too much. Is that pretty evil? I want some character in this place. Now we're making it look like a cartoon. We don't want that. We might do something like that, but made out of stone. And I've got a really cool idea for either side of the bridge. When we do that bridge, you guys literally you're going to be blown away from some of the ideas. Maybe not all of them. I'm not gonna push myself that much, but maybe by some of the ideas you'll be impressed by. Hope so. Please be impressed by me. And then maybe something like I want something really interesting at the top here. Like just some evil shape. I want spikes. I want, really cool, interesting things. How did that one get there? Was that meant to be there? Like that? See, that's a pretty cool shape. That's actually really cool, like horns. In fact, if we do upside down ones... Oi. There we go. It's not liking me putting them on the cobblestone walls because of the hitbox. Is that cool? I think they look like horns. I love how dark that cobblestone is compared to the cobblestone walls because of the lava behind it. We'll be using that technique a lot during this whole build, I'm sure. Definitely. Okay, and then we can keep going for a little bit. I want to sort of have this episode of a decent length, longer than some of the other episodes might be, because it's the first one. Get you guys really into it. I can't wait to see you guys if you build this or build your own Nether castle. Definitely be sure to post me regular updates. I'm not talking about when it's finished. I want regular updates as you build it through either Twitter or Facebook, both of which can be found in the description below. Maybe you've even got one already. Maybe you've been ahead of me and you've thought of this idea and you thought, yeah, I'm going to do that. If you have, then send me in what you've got. Maybe we can take some ideas and use it on this one. Put them all together. Collaborate. Stop collaborate and listen. I can't remember the rest of the words. I was going to go onto a rant then, but nope. Couldn't think of it. So we're doing this one a block back, trying to get a little bit of depth and dimension to the build now. We'll be adding a lot of stairs very soon, I think, as well. But I want to try and get a little bit of a shape, a little bit of a skeleton out of this. I think if we go from there, we'll have a nice 5 wide. Something like that. So that'll be like another window. either a very tall window or a multitude of small windows. I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe we'll go with large windows on the bottom floor. Maybe the floor will be like that high. If we divided it up, let's find a space to divide it. If we divided it on that block right there, so it's the block above the stairs, and then the same on this side. Oh, I haven't done the bit that comes back yet. So that'd be like that. Yeah, and that goes up there. I just went up to the same height as that one. And down here. Now, again, I've said this tip before a lot on the theme park series. Whenever you're building something that really requires to be symmetrical, like, I don't know, most castles, I suppose, have at least a partial symmetry to them. Some parts of it, obviously, aren't going to be symmetrical, but a lot of it in a way, is some of the best ones, I think, look symmetrical. If you're going to do a symmetrical building or ride or anything like that, make sure you do a little bit on one side, and then go to the other side and do the same thing. Otherwise, you'll get too far ahead, and you won't know how you done a certain part. Very important. You'll get lost. You'll thank me for that tip for sure. Because I've done it in the past. I've gone, if I just build the entirety of this side, I'll be fine, and then I'll just build it on the other side. Doesn't always work like that. Doesn't always go that way. Okay, so we're starting to get to a point where I think we need some stairs, some slabs in, and start making it pop out in some areas. So I think what we're going to do is up this side, I'm going to place the stairs right way up. I'm not going to do it down here, because if I'd done it there, you get this hole in the lava, and I don't like that. So I'm going to do it one block up instead. Still, from this sort of angle, you can't really tell that there isn't one there. It just looks like it goes into the ground. So we're going to be sort of using those sort of not really cheaty tips, but those sort of tips to, I don't know, I don't like it when lava is floating or, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, see, instantly we've also already brought in quite a lot of detail there. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go around the edge of this as well. Round this off with stairs. I might even add a slab at the top as well. What does that look like? That looks pretty good, but I think if we replaced that one with a stair and this one with a stair, it will give a little tiny bit more of a rounder section to the top. What about this one as well? Oops, not there. Yeah, I think so. There and there. Stand back. Yeah, okay, that's a really nice arch with the lava behind it. I like that. So what is my idea? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to do a 2-story high. This will actually go a little bit higher than this as well, I think. I think maybe... Oops, these are slabs I'm using. Maybe... Not quite as high as that for the moment. Maybe up to that stair. I can remember that stair. We can match that on this side. Make sure you do everything symmetrically, because each move that you don't do symmetrically is going to make it a lot harder later on in the build. Okay, so it's going to be a 2-story high, one set of big windows at the bottom. Maybe we'll move that up a little bit, and then some smaller windows on the second level up. And then from there, what we're going to do is have a platform, like how you would at the top of the castle battlements, if you like, that you can walk around. It's going to be pretty much square shaped, I think. And I think what I'll do is I'll terraform this netherrack as well, so only a part of it is sticking out. So like most of or all of the front is sticking out, and a little bit of the sides, but the back of it will go into a netherrack mountain that we'll do behind us. And then on top of that, we'll probably have like a couple of spikes, maybe 3, maybe 1, 2, 3, or maybe 1, 2, and some sort of a circle with horns or something off it. I don't know. maybe a couple of to make it a little bit spookier. Oh, I got hiccups. I'm sorry, guys. To make it a little bit spookier, maybe we could have some crosses, crucifixes. You know, the Christian cross or something like that. That always, because it's sort of very churchy-like, isn't it? We're going a very sort of church castle, evil castle style. And although Christianity isn't evil, I think the cross would look really interesting. We've done it on our Nether fortress not so long back, or our Nether church on our Nether village on Zonocraft. That was quite a while ago now, I must admit. And I think what we're going to do is come out. It's not going to be that wide. We shall come out. How many blocks is this? Hey, Pigman. That's 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one. 2, 3, 4, 5. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one. Either 4 windows, which would be that wide on either side, or 3 windows, which might be better. Like that. I'm going to have to replace that lava somehow. I'll do that later. I like the lava to be still. Or that far out, and then you'd have the windows going up on either side. That would probably give us a really nice width compared to the height. It's a very delicate balance you got to get. If it's too wide and not tall enough, it looks really short. If it's too thin and too tall, it looks a little bit unbalanced. So there's going to be a balance that we're going to have to try and get. But that's a pretty good start for this first episode after explaining to you what to expect. I know it's going to be a dark series. I want it to be a dark series. I want things to be hard to see. I want certain things to stand out because of the lava light that we've got. And I cannot wait for the next episode. This series is going to be running every 3 days. If you enjoyed the episode and you love the idea, please hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. If you are new and you want to watch the rest of this series and the other series that we've got, then feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. It lets you know whenever my videos go out. And if you have been subscribed for a little while now and you want to get your hands on a t-shirt or a cap or anything like that, then you can go and visit my shop that can be found in the description below as well. Alright guys, see you in the next episode. Bye!